Hello everybody, welcome to another daily dose of gaming news and all that good stuff. And as always, I always publish on Rumble and I'm in this social especially on Twitter. So let's get started. 4060 review roundup. The ones that I saw personally full length were Hardware Unboxed and Gamers Nexus. There was something about the review from J2 I didn't understood very well what happened because I know he launched like a review video, but it took down and he made like not an apology, like an explainer of why he did it. But because I didn't see the review itself, the video. I cannot address that issue. I don't know, maybe because it is at the moment in a post-surgery recovery, so it just did like a short one just to mention that, and it seemed very tired regarding that post-surgery recovery. So I will wait and see for what happened there, because I don't want to. I don't like entering the drama. And he is usually very pro-consumer, so I don't think it's something that needs to be worried about. But the fact that basically all the reviews that I saw, and even like some like headlines of other hardware reviews sites, basically the 4060 Ti is a shit show, at least for the price, because it's a decent 1080p GPU. For even like ultra settings, even though the more limiting factor is the memory bus, which is basically the memory bandwidth, and of course the lack of VRAM, because it can manage to a certain degree play some games and 1440p, but you have to lower a lot some of the graphic settings, and even still with textures and everything, because of the lack of memory power per se, it lacks a lot on that field on 4040p. But in terms of 1080p, it's very capable and decent GPU. But for $400, it's a shit show basically. I need to reiterate that that thing. However, I will leave Hardware Unboxed and Gamers Nexus YouTube videos for their reviews. Basically, it's 3070 Ti, 3070 kind of performance. It's basically between a 3070 and a 3060 Ti. Yeah, and a 3060 Ti, between those two in terms of like game average, in terms of performance. It drops a lot, especially on 1440p, regarding like previous generation, especially 4060 Ti. Because 3060 Ti has a little bit more memory bandwidth, so we can handle a little bit better the heavier stuff in 1440p, even though it's not an excellent GPU for that. But yeah, for this price, it's a completely nobody recommends this GPU, especially at the price. The only way they could recommend this GPU if it was basically less $100. If it was like $300, they could kind of recommend this GPU. But even for a 1080p entry-level card, it's a shit show. Yeah, I don't know what to tell you more. So you have better deals at this precise moment. For example, the 6700 GPU, it's basically on par with this one. Just check the Hardware Unbox. He goes a little bit on price to performance also, and gives you some options. Even though I recommend you, if you're waiting for something from this generation, to wait for the 7600 review. Maybe there is a better deal there, because it's 1080p, so the RTX stuff. I think that the 4060 Ti can manage a little bit of RTX stuff, but for this entry level, I don't think it's worth it. Even like the AV1 encoding doesn't justify $400, or even the DLSS free fake freight generation. It doesn't justify it for this price. But it is what I've been telling you guys. It's basically they just trying to sell you like the base minimum hardware that can run their proprietary technologies per se, and for that they are charging a premium, which is not worth it, because at this price point and especially at this performance, we just want a cheap GPUs that can handle the games at 1080p at least, without worrying too much on like if it lacks memory, or if it cannot handle textures, because even with Resident Evil 4 Callisto protocol, it starts struggling a little bit if you try to bump up a little bit quality stuff even at 1080p. There might be some scenarios that will have some stuttering issues because of the lack of memory, so basically VRAM leakage. But yeah, the overall main take is don't buy it. I'm very sorry, but don't buy this GPU. It's my recommendation. It was basically what we are all expecting. This generation of the 40 series from NVIDIA, except for the 4090, because we can kind of excuse because it's the Halo product, so it's the best GPU in the market right now. But still, it's a crime to humanity selling that for the price like $1,500. It's at around that price point. It's if you have money to burn, it's okay. But for the rest, there is no at this moment there is no justification for the prices they are being launching. And talking about 7600, there is I got this like late last night in my time zone. Supposedly they are aiming for $270, give or take. We managed to speak yesterday regarding like I think it was Canadian market, around 300 something dollars maybe, mainly because I think that the Canadian one also includes VAT, I think, or the taxes here. And I think they are aiming, they basically it's like an email for AMD from some reviewers. I think they made last change. They were thinking about launching $300, which is not good. It's better than 400, of course, even though they are not competing directly with each other. But I think it's a little bit better than 300 to 70, especially at this price range, because like every buck makes a difference. But yeah, we will have to see how it performs, and then we can make a more realistic judgment on the GPU. Even though it's a very weak one, 8 gigabytes also, memory bandwidth and speed and everything, it's a little bit on par with the low end from previous generation. We will have to see, but it seems that they are aiming $270. We'll see how it goes. There were some rumors that at this price point they can still manage to do some pretty decent margins here. I was hoping more for 250 or 249, something like that, but we will wait and see. So basically regarding hardware, this is what we have at the moment. There's been some kind of teasing from Jeff Keighley regarding Summer Game Fest, so he promising big announcements and some world premieres. Usually he doesn't miss the mark when he promises something, because he knows that gamers are very demanding when somebody promises them something. But still, lower your expectations. We don't know if you're going to see some like Bloodborne like PC port, or Bloodborne 2, or we might see something like FromSoft Armored Core 6. We might see something more info. We might see another stuff. I don't know if we're going to see anything like regarding Metal Gear Solid 3 Remake, because we had some rumors here and there lately. We don't know, but I think it's going to be a very good show. We will wait and see. I think is going to be a little bit more stuff with developers. And I think we have a more extended one than the Game Awards, which is usually just announcement, award announcement. It's very quick fire, and I think because it's in several days, this will take this Summer's Game Fest. We will see what we have, and I think we will have good things. We also have like Lies of Pi, which is something that has been low key. I don't know what's happening with that game. We didn't see any ramping up on marketing regarding that game. Supposedly it's going to launch this summer, I think. We'll wait and see how it goes, but I think it's going to be a good show here. I saw this one that supposedly there is going to be from THQ Nordic. They have the Alone in the Dark IP, from what I can gather. They're going to be like a mini live stream here for a spotlight on the reboot of the series. It's tomorrow. As I said, this May, June, and July is going to be a very busy months here regarding gaming stuff. They already launched a spotlight announcement trailer for this mini event here. It doesn't show basically anything, not even like graphic wise. I cannot make very well what's happening there, but we'll have more info tomorrow. There is also some news that Lars Gustafsson, which is like a former DICE leader, and more former DICE leaders established like a new studio, so Time to Kill Games. They are. We got here some previous positions from this. Some of the main guys. Some good games that they managed to oversee and work on. I think this studio is going to focus more on like first-person shooters with some multiplayer components. We'll see how it goes. It's always good to see that even there is some mixing around in the industry, that people, even though they exit, even though this is more in high position jobs, they exit, but they manage to found some independent studios to work on some more passion projects or something like that, and maybe pull some of the people that left out of work on the big studios, because there's been a lot of layoffs. We will hope to see some good news from here also. There is also like a new Callisto protocol update, supposedly adds Riot mode, new ways to kill, and new prospector skin collection. I managed to speak yesterday, I think, from this game also. I think it's on I managed to speak this one because I think it's on sale. I referred to you for the video yesterday if it is on sale. I think it's kind of way better regarding like the stuttering issue that had on launch, but they managed to launch more stuff here. I didn't see the change log, but I think they are on top of the game, trying to make it better and better. I think it's a good option from all the information I have. If you buy this on sale, I think it's a good recommendation. Of course, it's from previous Dead Space kind of creative director. So if it is on sale, I think it's a very good recommendation. We got also some new content for Forza Horizon 5 and also some patch to speed up boot times, enhance photo modes and everything. So they are still working on the game, which is good. We got a screenshot of the new features and game fixes here. It's always good to see games being worked on and improving. And lastly, I've got something here. It's just a reminder that there are still some issues with 60-pin connectors. There's been like lately some free situations here where something happened. Some very weird situations with the pins, like one melting one of the GPUs, even though he already had checked some if the pins were okay, and he has like two 4090s in two different systems. The one that supposedly melted, it's used for other things and not gaming. It's very weird. We don't have like we didn't have like an update regarding NVIDIA, what they found, what they didn't found. We don't know yet very well these three cases, but even like, for example, this situation here, supposedly the GPU was limited. But I think one of the things that from the Gamers Nexus thing, and I saw something regarding I think the consortium that came around with this pin. I think there is like two manufacturers, and how the physical form of the connectors. There is one that it's like a dimple form, which is like small dimples that make the connection, the physical connection, and there is like the ones that has like clamps kind of thing. And I think the clamps is better because it has more surface area that makes the connection with the connectors on the GPU, and the DeepL one has less surface area to make the connection, and with that can bring possibly some more tension on the connection, and with that basically it produces more heat on the plastic around it. I don't know if it is something like that. This has to be kind of investigated, because being a standard one, if we continue to see a lot of stuff with more demanding GPUs or even components that need this kind of connection, we really need to make sure that this is safe, even introducing user error per se. Because just attributing a user error, and when you have like huge amounts of user error, it's because there is a flaw in the design on the things that you build. But yeah, I don't have a lot of info here. It's like just an article from Tom's Hardware, but yeah, it's just a reminder that please check if you have like one of these GPUs, or if you use one of these pins with the adapter. Just make sure everything is properly connected. If it is like no bands on the cable, that might enter a stress on the connections. Yeah, basically this is my kind of PSA for that. And there is not a lot of gaming deals at the moment. Low. I've got here Doom Eternal, like 60% off, $8. Good. I think it's not better than the Doom one, but it's a very good game. I kind of enjoyed the first one. I think I played a little bit, but yeah, here you have it. And also we got this Planet of Lana, it launched. I saw at least one review. It's a puzzling one, 2D platformer with some puzzling components, or mainly puzzling components. It seems very good. It launched now. It's got 10% off, so $18, give or take. And it seems very good. As you can see, I watch. I forgot the name of the guy, but yeah, it seems pretty decent. The game. I don't know about the story, but it seems, in terms of gameplay mechanics, it seems very, very, very good. And lastly, we got the Death Stranding free on Epic Game Store. Just catch it, and then afterwards. Or you can try to wait to see if they launch again the Director's Cut for free. But this is only the base game, so it's not the Director's Cut. But I think the upgrade is only like $5. So basically, if you claim this one and then buy the upgrade, so it's a $5 game, which is pretty good. There is a lot of content here, and it's one of those that I really, really want to play. The Death Stranding 2 already been announced. It's on the works with Kojima, so we will have to wait and see how it goes, because I didn't get spoiled on this one also, so I don't know the story, how it ends, how it goes. You can see like Cyberpunk. I don't know if it is like some like skin or something for Sam Porter, I think it's called the character here. But yeah, I'm going to wrap up here for today. Go get FundMe. For me to upgrade my PC to get more content from my private clients and start doing also some video stuff for them. And of course, in my free spare time, doing the daily videos that I do with the news with better quality, and of course doing some scripted content to go in some deep dives in some subjects that I like to go through, and reviving my gameplay series, and possibly in the near future some live streams. And with all that said, guys, I hope you have a wonderful day. I will see you in the next one. Till then, Kunamy Master out.